I'm a role model, says Angel Reese. I take that seriously, says Angel Reese. Okay, girl, you're my angel. Okay, fine. Angel Reese is the example we want to set for the people that we are being role models to. Is the example that we want to set. If we don't get our way, we throw a temper tantrum. If we don't get our way, we throw a hissy fit.
Angel Reese is being praised for practically leaving the floor in midair, not for her leadership or athletic ability. It's similar to a master class on how not to motivate young sportsmen.
That is the last you will see Angel Reese in a Chicago Sky uniform with the antics and the stuff she pulled to end this season. She straight up quit on this team the last 3 games of the season, refused to play.
When did the new highlight reel become quitting? The scene is odd, akin to a motivational speaker hurling himself off stage after slamming down the microphone. The audience cheers, though. Basketball is not the subject of this story. It's about smiling while failing uphill. Walking away now garners more applause than making a game-winning shot in Angel Reese's universe. You would think she had just broken a record, dropped 50 points, and signed autographs for orphans. The ovation, however, was for doing the exact opposite.
Disrespected her teammates. Her teammates went back and fired back, letting it be known, hold on, shorty, we're not going for that. Now the Angel Reese stands invaded the Chicago game, screaming out, fire Jeff P., who is the GM.
She resigned. She went home after taking her ball. At that point, the audience decided to burst out like confetti cannons. If giving up mid-aim is the new standard for brilliance, then every middle school athlete who leaves a game early due to a poor call should win an MVP award. Who knew that the key to receiving applause was to pout and turn away? Really, all you need is a spectacular exit and a following that is prepared to cheer for poor choices.
I'm going to watch my favorite player, Angel Reese, only to find out, oh, she's busy sticking it to the man. The Chicago Sky organization. Hey, why isn't Angel Reese playing, Mom, Dad? Well, she threw her teammates under the bus. The organization reprimanded her accordingly, and now she just quit on the team. Oh. Is this somebody I should be looking up to? No. Let's get out of here, son.
The crazy thing is that Angel Reese was meant to be more. She was meant to be the face of grit, hustle, and swagger, representing the rise of women's basketball. Children looked up to her as evidence that perseverance is more important than justifications. However, what are they receiving in its place? A reminder that you can just quit if things become too difficult. Children no longer keep an eye on her for score averages. The art of the mid-game walk-off is something they are learning. A 7-year-old is rehearsing their angry departure shuffle in front of a mirror somewhere because their role model just demonstrated it to them.
Jeff, that is Jeff Pagliosa, the GM of the Chicago Sky. Damn, I can spot a nickel in the 3rd row, section C3. Angel Reese, you ain't selling no tickets. You ain't selling no tickets. I can spot a nickel right there. Right there. Listen, the Angel Reese fans letting it be known. They want this GM fired, y'all. This is not ideal. I pour my heart and soul into this job. I lose sleep over losing. If anyone is going to take the bullets, I'd rather be me over our head coach or our players. Jeff P. out there on his own, man.
Consider the advancements made in women's basketball. Ratings are rising, visibility is expanding, and viewers are paying attention. That is the most perplexing aspect of the entire story. Fans cheering as if she had performed a brave deed. When a firefighter announces, "The flames are too hot today," and drops the hose, it's like cheering. "I'm heading home." That would not be cheered by you. It wouldn't be considered empowering. One can wonder what transpired and why we are rewarding it. Walking away, however, receives a standing ovation in the strangely upside-down world of contemporary sports fandom.
Are you frustrated with the organization or frustrated in general?
I don't think I'm frustrated. I probably am frustrated myself right now. I think the language is taken out of context, and I really didn't intentionally mean to put down my teammates because they've been through this with me throughout the whole year. They've busted their ass just how I busted my ass. They showed up for me through thick and thin and in the locker room when nobody could see anything. So I would apologize to my teammates, which I already.
The role model component becomes complex at this point. It is not up to athletes to decide whether or not they impact children. They become role models as soon as they become well-known, land sponsorship deals, and appear on ESPN's highlights. Children are watching whether they like it or not. And those youngsters aren't learning perseverance when they watch Angel Reese storm out of a game 1 minute and clap back at critics the next. They are discovering that drama triumphs.
She's shutting herself down for the rest of the season.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what? She's not gonna be missed.
No, that's ridiculous.
Here we go. Alabama versus Wisconsin. Alabama's ranked number 19 right now. I would take Alabama.
I am aware that every athlete experiences tough days and reaches a breaking point. However, when you applaud someone for leaving, you're sending a message louder than any motivational billboard. And that's where things start to change. You're telling them that overcoming hardship isn't the goal. It all comes down to understanding when to make a scene so that you may get applause. It has nothing to do with teamwork. Being the main character is the goal. This is when the strangeness of sports culture starts to emerge. Ignore the grind, the scoreboard, and the basics. Simply create headlines. Then watch as the fans applaud as if you've solved the world's hunger.
Her little like back warmer brace thing around her warm-up gear. She didn't even have her hair tied up, and she didn't play in the first half. And then after the first half, we get this announcement. So you guys, this is actually in the middle of the game. She has never entered the game yet. We get this announcement. It says, after serving a suspension during the first half of tonight's game versus the Las Vegas Aces, Angel Reese has been ruled out for the second half due to a back injury for the team. I'm laughing because it's just all so.
The issue is that rather than highlighting resiliency, the huge story about someone quitting mid-aim and receiving recognition for it puts women's basketball in the public eye, which damages not just Angel Reese, but the entire sport. That isn't progress. That's applause disguised as sabotage. Highlight clips of walk-offs are insufficient to establish a sport. Instead of heroes who leave the battle the moment things don't go their way, you need heroes who stick with it. However, let's take a moment to discuss those fans. Why are they making this possible? Why do people support something that is so blatantly harmful? The social media effect is a contributing factor. People enjoy a good story about a villain who becomes a hero. They adore drama and mayhem. They enjoy supporting the individual who doesn't give a damn about what other people think.
Credit. That was some good bullshit. This dude is a master polisher. Tyler Marsh went above and beyond. He didn't just use the regular polish. This dude grabbed the chrome polish and put a double coat on this turd. For the most part, I noticed that Tyler Marsh was talking about Angel Reese on the court. He was talking about her preparation. He was talking about her work ethic. He was talking about her commitment to pretend basketball, her competitive.
The purpose of those role models is to teach children that you persevere through hardships. Even if you don't win every battle, you still show up. Here's the twist, though. Children are interested in the opinions of their role models. And those children are the ones who suffer when their role models tell them that it's okay to walk away. Playing when you should be leading does not empower you to give up. To abandon colleagues who are still engaged in combat is not a sign of strength. Setting a negative example for children who are observing your every action is not growth. It's ego masquerading as courage. And since they don't want to acknowledge that they're supporting the wrong thing, people are applauding.
Thing has come to a head, and when one of the biggest sports media entities in the country, The Athletic, which is now owned by the New York Times, comes out and makes this statement, well, maybe this is exactly what we all thought. Angel Reese may have thrown her teammates under the bus, ran the bus over them, and then proceeded to just quit and protest on the team.
Imagine a game of Little League Baseball. One of the children stomps off the pitch after striking out and tossing his helmet. Imagine now that the parents in the stands are getting up and cheering him on. Imagine them shouting, "Yes, demonstrate your dominance over that bat. Well done for abandoning the game." Everyone would believe they were insane. The true play here is that she is not attempting to motivate children. Although the timeline doesn't produce the next generation of athletes, she is attempting to control it. Parents, coaches, and role models all do this.